You're watching Adorama TV.
Hi everybody, welcome to this episode of Adorama TV iPad app reviews. Well, this week we have an app. It's actually a magazine built specifically for the iPad, and it's called Photographer's Eye, I as in iPad. And it is pretty darn impressive. And so this actually, you load it in and you can either subscribe to the magazine or you can buy a magazine individually one at a time. And so the pilot issue, the very first issue, is $1.99. I downloaded it and checked it out. And this has a ton of information. It's got videos, it's got audios, it's got a bunch of behind the scenes stuff. So let's take a closer look at Photographer's Eye. When you install Photographer's Eye, it shows up in the newsstand, and this allows you to manage all your subscriptions. So I've got several subscriptions here. When I open Photographer's Eye, you can see that I have the pilot issue, and then this is the taster issue. And so you can get the taster issue for free, and basically it just shows you everything that's in the pilot issue. And so I highly recommend just going ahead and buying the pilot issue because it's so good. And so as new issues are available, you can download them and add them here. So what I'll do is I'll click on View, and that's going to open up the Photographer's Eye magazine. And I can look at this both horizontally and vertically. We're going to look at this horizontally today. And you can see in this very first issue, there is a ton of high quality content here. In fact, this is what I would call content rich. There is a lot of stuff here. So Jay Mizell, one of my favorite photographers, is there. He's actually interviewed by Jack Resnicki, and there's Steve Simon and all these other photographers and contributors. And so let's just dive right in and see how we can manage this. And this is built, and if you have any other subscriptions, you can see that this is built and the navigation is the same as other magazines that are in the newsstand. So to get started, there is a how to use this app, and so it shows you all the icons that are used through the app. And the thing I love about this is this magazine has articles and videos and stills and audio. And so there are these little icons that show you what is going on here. So this is just a little instructional manual, and it's pretty easy to use, and you could probably figure this out without even reading this, but it's there if you need it. So let's dive right in, and let me just show you some things here. So there are different articles here, and you'll notice, if you can see this, I don't know, but there are different icons that say, for example, this has audio and video and photos. And so you can see if it's just text or if it's feature rich as far as the multimedia. So let's dive over here, and we're going to go over here to this Jay Mizell interview here. And as I scroll through here, you can see that some of these questions, well, all the questions have answers, but some of these have little icons where I can tap on that, and you can actually hear.
I see it as, here's how I'm going to play the game. I'm going to play the game where I crop an account. So you can actually tap on this and hear Jay Mizell talking, and that is true of all of these different articles. And the nice thing is the video is really, really nice. So let's go take a look at this Robert Golden. So here's another one where we have some stills that you can zip through, and there's a little icon that shows that. We can listen to him talk by clicking this.
The story of making these pictures in this way is also a story of a journey through several other life processes.
So you can hear that. We can zip through here and see different things. Here again, there's some stills. Here's something that's really interesting. And I don't want to show you all the content. You should buy this and honor the contributors by giving them your money for contributing to this stuff. But if we go in here right to the top here, you can see all these different articles and things. And there are videos that are hidden in here. Here's one right here. Now look, this takes up the entire screen. If I click on this, look at how rich and nice this is. This is high definition video, and it looks at what his process is. And a lot of articles are like this, where you can see exactly what's happening. And so
still life work was rooted in social content.
There you go. You can even stream this out if you have an Apple TV. You can click on that, and we've got different streaming devices here at the studio. So you can stream that out in full HD and watch that on your Apple TV if you want to. And so you can see that this has a lot of stuff to offer you, and this would take you hours to go through this magazine, and I've been looking at this for a day or two, and it's just really captivated me. So I highly recommend Photographer's Eye. I think that the content is very, very well put together. It's rich, it's very interesting, and the caliber of contributor is very high. So they've really set the bar high here, and I think other magazines in the industry are going to have to play catch up to do something as nice as Photographer's Eye. Well, as you can see, Photographer's Eye is a very promising magazine. At this point, there is only one issue out, but if this issue is any indication of the caliber of work that we're going to see in the future, I think it is well worth subscribing to this magazine. And if you're not sure, just buy the first magazine for $1.99, and it is well worth that, and probably a lot more money than that because the content is so rich, as I just showed you. Well, thank you so much for joining me this week. Remember, if you have a suggestion for an iPad app that you'd like me to review, please send your suggestion to me at askmark@adorama.com.
This episode is brought to you by Adorama TV. Visit the Adorama Learning Center where you'll find photography tips and techniques, links to the gear used in this episode, and related videos. For all the latest photography, video, and computer gear, visit Adorama.com. And the next time you're in New York City, visit our store located on 18th Street between 5th and 6th Avenue.